Good morning, people. I am Cassin, and we're here today with Prison Architect. Now, I've had this game for a while, and I played it quite a bit. I've probably played it a fair amount, but today we're going to try something I haven't done, which is start off with a small prison and keep working our way up until we can build a Ultramax, or Supermax, I think they call it in this game. So we've got our little workers here, and the first thing I am going to do is pause the game and get to planning. Now, probably should try to keep this as small as possible to start with. Otherwise, I'll end up running out of money. I've only got $30,000 to start with. So if we go straight to sort of like that, be our holding cell. Do a little bit of fencing around it like this. Or even better, that could just be the jail cell itself. And we'll have the yard sort of, let's just say here for now. We'll call this the yard. You can get to it from there. So we got our holding cell. You know what? I don't like that. I'm gonna make the holding cell. I'm gonna make the holding cell here. Can't remember the minimum size for it, but there will do. And this will be the reception if I ever do a reception. And then back this way we'll have our canteen. I want to call it. Let's just call it a canteen. And right next to that will be the kitchen. And up here we'll have, not like that, we won't. Up here we'll have the showers, like that. No, they can get in it from here. And then we'll have a few cells. I think the cell's minimum size is like that. If it is, it fits nicely. Until you get to here, and then we'll have that as a solitary cell. And we'll do the same from this side. Now, this ain't a very efficient layout, but what does it matter? Probably going to find out at some point. I'm going to take these cells off here, actually, and same going back down here. Going to move that two to that way, and try again. There we go, that works a lot better on that side. Then on this side, if I start from here, do we have one? They don't need a double walkway going in there. Then again, we don't need this massive walkway going here. You know what? I don't like any of it. Let's just completely change the inside of this box and start having cells from now, because then we have that space behind there. Let's just change this area to a shower. We're not going to need much. We're not going to have a whole lot of prisoners. They can get into the yard from there, and then I'll do something like this here. make that shower one bigger to make it look a little bit neater. But then let's just put a cell here, and are we going to be able to fit? Yeah, we'll be able to fit a cell in there. I mean, it's prison, they don't have to be comfortable, right? We can delete that and make that slightly longer. And then I think we're going to need another place here. For the infirmary. We'll have a little room coming off the infirmary for the morgue. Now, I have installed a few mods on this. It's nothing too game-breaking, and I try to stick away from all the mods that give you extra starting cash and extra grants, because some of them are just a bit unbalanced, and I want to try to do this as legit as possible. But I think that is all of the building done. Now, I don't know if there's any difference between the price of concrete and brick, but I'm going to do this first one out of brick, I say, actually. So now we just got to plan this building so we can get this all indoors. Like so. And then if I just... Can you move it like that? Or can... Oh, you shite. Oh well, that can stay like it is. It's not hurting nobody. We can have a little bit of overhang. The staff can go out there to smoke or something, you know, whatever people do in small overhang bit like that. And then we'll have our simple fence around here to be the yard. And that should be the start of our prison. Now, I can't pause it, and if we don't get this done quickly, the prisoners will get out. And I have forgotten to put in the holding cell again. Well, it's no worry. We'll just turn this into the holding cell like we originally thought. I did it again, didn't I? Oh, you shite. Right, one thing I will do is I will start selling these objects. Because you get a little bit of cash for selling all the logs you get. I mean, I don't know how much cash is... Damn it, where's all this coming from? Steel, I thought that would have all been... Well, it looks like we're in the red already, but luckily for us, we can get the basic detention center grant, and there we are, we're back up. And build 2 offices, no, we don't need that yet. But we are building a med ward, but we need to hire a psychologist. Let's get the administration center, we'll build some offices down here. Right we are, let's put that back. And we'll see how this goes. Luckily, even after they finish building this whole room, my plan should still be there so I can fill in it with brick walls afterwards. I've left auto light on, which I don't like, because you'll see in a second that all the lights will magically spring into existence in the wrong place. Well, I won't say the wrong place, I'll just say the place that I don't want them to be in. There we go. It all requires... I don't know what's wrong with my voice today. I don't know if you can hear it, but it keeps breaking. I think I was talking too much. But that is life. Let's put a jail door there. And a jail door there. Here we go. All that is springing into existence. We need a jail door there. This can remain open, and this will be a staff door. And this will be a staff door, and the ward can remain open. So now we're in the dark. I am going to have to stop that, and when we do open, it's going to be MinSec only. We're going to be a minimum security prison. Now, let's start building all these extra walls I got here. Now, I believe we started with $30,000, this prison, and we've got our grant. So when we sell up the prison in the end, we'll have to make sure we make at least that money back. That's a big cell I just noticed. I'll call that the presidential suite, actually. These are all big cells. I can't remember them being this big when I last played. Oh well, it's MinSec. I'll allow them some luxury. They probably weren't in here for much. These do all look far too big. Either way, stop complaining, Ryan. It's not going to hurt anyone. I hope. This last cell at the end is going to be an extra large one as well, because it looks better on the plan. I don't actually now. Now I remember that I've already put that door there. You know what? I found our holding cell. Why did I do that? I had a better idea. We'll split that off down here. That way we can fit another cell in there. I put a door there, a door there. That way when they come in from the reception, they go into the holding cell and then out this side into the prison. Let's start marking off our rooms. So we got our holding cell. Minimum size 5x5. You gotta be kidding me, right? Well, let's put the toilet in. Go right by there. And you can go right there. And see if that minimum size goes away. Of course it doesn't. That would make life too easy. One of the mods I did add was cramped rooms, and I was hoping it would apply to this situation. However, it doesn't seem to want to. Cramped rooms reduces the minimum size for the room. Okay, we need to get the rest of the money from that grant. We need a yard. which was done nicely. We need a kitchen, which is there. We need a canteen, which is there. A shower. And we need an office for the other grant. But for now, let's just add in all our cells. So we can see what we're doing. Two by 3 is the minimum size. I guess that's the cramped things, and we've done them probably double that, so they're going to have it good here. Right, while we're marking the rooms down, can we have a... Doesn't even look like we can have one yet. Oh well. We'll worry about that later. For now, we put our power station down. It cost us 5 grand. Luckily, I think we already had one. Yeah, and we have a box of capacitors already. We have 1 capacitor. We also have 1 water pump. And 20 cables and 20 large pipes. Right, one of the things I will say is we're probably going to spend a lot of money on this now because I was a donor and probably built it slightly too large. But oh well, we're planning for the future. Let's see if that's enough electric cable to see us through there. And we have light, except in these cells where, as I said, because of it auto-placing the lights, have no light now. I have to re-establish light for them. I hope 1 capacitor is enough as well, because if I remember right, the capacitors are quite expensive. Yeah, they're 1,000 a piece. Got a power switch in case we need to turn off the power for the station. That could be interesting. I don't think they're going to need it in MinSec, but it's good to know we have that option. Right, let's put a light in all these fellas' rooms. I will say this is a male prison. You have a choice when you create the new map to have either male or female. I chose male because it was on that by default, so I think that's all the lighting and stuff done. Right, next, utilities. Let's get our water supply going. Go down here, and then straight through the middle here. Let's see if that's far enough away from everything to allow us to put little pipes through. We have the toilet there on each room. There we go. Now, hopefully that works. We are running low on cash, so let's get the necessary objects done, which will be a table, a bench or two, and a serving table for this. And for the kitchen, we need at least one cooker. I believe that will need its own power directly to it. We have a freezer or a fridge and a sink. We're going to put 2 fridges in just to be on the safe side there. And that's all that place needs. Holding cell has all that. It still needs to be a larger area. Right, let's dismantle you, dismantle you, dismantle you. We have reached capacity. We don't have enough money for anything, so let's just hope. We can't take out a loan, can we? No. That would have been too easy. Right, so we need a shower head for this place. We just need to do enough to get this passed. Let's put them back there. We can work in the dark for a little while. We need a holding cell, so we need to make this slightly bigger. I swear I made it slightly bigger. 5 by 5. But let's do a bit of counting with the metal detectors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't know what you're talking about, fool. Surrounded on all sides by... Ah, okay, yep. I see what I've done wrong. Hey, look, we got a holding cell. It's almost like nothing ever happened. So we've done all that. Now we need at least 2 guards and 2 cooks. So let's get 2 cooks. Insufficient funds. Shite. Shite, 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 shite. Luckily, our money's going up and not down at the moment, so we just need to wait. Can wait. It's already going the fastest. And wait. Right, I'm going to cut this bit out. I'm going to do a little bit of waiting and I'll be back once I get 2 guards and 2 cooks. And we're back. We just got enough, and I did remember that you can sell all these logs. So that is what I've been doing, and as you can tell, my money has been going up. Hang on a sec. What's this? Oh, sweet, found a note page. Contacts book address, I think that says. Book. That's quite interesting. Wonder if there's any more of them pages laying around. There seems to be a lot of them to collect. Right, but either way, we can actually get back to doing what we're meant to do. I have noticed when I was doing this that we are running on slightly longer than I would normally, but we're going to try to get some prisoners in my prison first before I call this episode. And while we're placing them, let's just go a bit crazy. Let's plan a bit for the future. And now I'm not going to have enough money for the rest of my stuff, am I? Well, testes. Let's put a few beds down. Let's get 5 down. Let's get the toilets down. This is an extra large room, so he gets a window. I like this guy. Don't really care who gets it, but whoever's in that room I'm going to be friends with. Now, another thing I added is, if it works, the ability to name your guards and your other staff. Wonder how that works. Maybe it's in reports, staff. No, I don't want to fire any of them. That'll just... Ah, you shite, I did it anyway. I definitely have it on. These are all the mods I have on. The one I'm trying to get to work is this. Oh, okay. You need the Rolodex. It's an actual item in the game. Right. Alrighty. I'll do that in the next episode then. But first of all, why aren't these working? Bed failed, toilet failed. Why are they all failing? Oh, it's because these haven't finished chopping down the trees yet. But either way, they have done that nice little bit. There we go. Mush, you little slave workers. Go! I appreciate your commitment to chopping down them trees, but it's not necessary right now. We need light, we need power, we need prisoners in this prison. We've got enough room for 3 now. 4. Come on, number 5. You know what, I'm going to add that. You can have your own personal shower in here. Oh, you're going to be living the life, mate. You can have your own desk and a chair. Going to give you a radio. And you can have a TV at the foot of your bed. It's all for you. Now we just need to switch on the power, and there we are. The first little bit of the prison done. A small canteen. We've got enough for 5 prisoners currently. A holding cell. Got a little bit of money left over, so let's do the reception. It's not a necessity right now, but it's gonna look good. We need an office desk. We'll do it this way, so they can see them coming in, and then somewhere to do this. And there's not enough room really. Let's do it like that as well. So there's the reception, and it's time to fill to capacity. We will take 5 new low security prisoners in 4 hours. And the sink in that fridge isn't hooked up properly. Great. I knew I'd forget something. Luckily, that was easy enough to fix. Got a little army. There we go. 1 hour left. And let's pave this area. That's paving. That looks like you just spray painted the dirt. Here come our prisoners. We got Fellows, Green, Noel, Hackett, and Hackett. Are they brothers? Let's find out. Mother 45, father 55. Nah, you just got the same name. You're in here for 13 years for blackmail. You're in here for 6 years for blackmail. You're going to be best of friends, I can tell. Noel is in here for 5 years for burglary. You're here for 6 years for false accounting. Building a castle of books in your backyard. You're scum. Or you are one bad mofo, aren't you? Right. No, you don't even deserve to be in minimum security. I'm upping you to normal security. That's how we treat scum like you. You better not get this one. You don't deserve it. Anyway, that is where we're going to leave this episode off. I hope to see you again soon.